Just consider what you're seeing post-debate, man. All the world wants to talk about is whether or not Haitian illegals are eating people's pets in Ohio. This is how the machine works, man. No one's talking about Afghanistan. No one's talking about the economy. No one is talking about needless wars that are largely our fault that could very well lead to World War III. No one is talking about that. No one's even talking about a border so broken that there are Ohio towns now full of Haitians. I mean, whether they're eating pets or not. The machine thinks we're stupid, man, and we are proving it right more and more and more every single day.
Tonight, growing fallout over one of the most talked about moments of the debate.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats.
Former President Trump spreading unfounded claims that members of the growing Haitian population in Springfield, Ohio, are abusing pets. City officials say there's no evidence of that. Mr. Trump's running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, first spread the baseless accusations on social media earlier this week. When I questioned him about it in the debate spin room, he doubled down. What do you say to Haitian Americans and Haitian immigrants who say spreading false claims about them put their lives at risk?
Well, I don't think that no one has spread false claims. What they've said is that a small migrant community caused a lot of problems.
Springfield city manager said there's no evidence that immigrants are eating animals.
That just means the city manager, I think, isn't fully in touch with what's going on the ground there.
City officials say the rumors may have begun with an unrelated case in another part of Ohio, where a U.S. citizen was arrested for a gruesome incident involving a cat. On the ground in Springfield, we found deep tensions.
It's just to me discrimination and xenophobia and bigotry and racism.
Vilas Dorseville runs a community center for Haitians.
They just believe that their words have no impact, and it's not true. So immigrants in Springfield, especially Haitians, they are so concerned for their lives and the lives of their kids.
In the last few years, officials say as many as 15,000 Haitians legally in the U.S. have moved to the city, which had about 60,000 residents before.
No matter how much the liberal corporate media machine wants to make this election about Haitians or pet eating or whatever, the election is not about Haitians. It's not about protecting pets. It's not about January 6th. It's not about bloodbaths or dictatorships. It is about protecting and preserving and improving the quality of life of normal, legal American citizens. Man, it is that freaking simple, right? But here we are days later talking about whether or not Haitians are eating pets. It is completely and totally insane. What we should be talking about is how does it make any sense at all and whose lives are improved when our government abuses the immigration laws, abuses the asylum process, and places 15,000 people from anywhere in the world in Midwestern towns of only 60,000 people, right? What town of 60,000 people can support 15,000 new people? Where are they going to work? Where will they live? Who's going to provide the programs that they're definitely going to need? Who's going to pay for the new medical or education infrastructure that is required when you grow your population by a quarter damn near overnight? I mean, the left wants you to believe that it's all about the Statue of Liberty, man. It's your duty to welcome and provide for all the people of the world, right? And if you question that narrative at all, you're just a cult member bigot, right? But the problem is, in the real world, for each and every feel-good story and example of immigration, working right, there are dozens and dozens of horror stories and warning signs of what happens when it goes wrong.
The homeless problem. I don't know of a single homeless Haitian in this town because they all got vouchers. But I can show you a whole bunch of people that have been displaced because I'm that guy. Rob, for 25 years, I've worked with the homeless in this community. A lot of people don't know because I'm not the guy out there blowing the horn because it ain't about me. It's the Jesus in me that goes out there and does it. Trust me, there's days I'm tired, but I'll get into homeless camps that nobody in a suit and tie will walk into. None. They trust me because I've never let them down, and guys, if you don't think it's here right now, in October, we are getting ready to hit a wall here. There is not any relief for the homeless. The homeless people in this community are not the people you think they are, the squatters that aren't happening. It's not there. There's veterans. Come see me. I'm not real hard to find. Ask anybody on the street. They'll tell you how to get a hold of me. I'll take you there. And no, they don't want your toothpaste and your peanut butter sandwiches. They want you to come up with a solution to why they're displaced, why they lived in a house. I personally know, and I'll testify under oath, my hand to God, somebody that lost their house. They were there 7 years. The landlord said, hey, I need you to move out, find a temporary place. I'm going to remodel it, and then you can come back.
Thank you,
It was a
Barron.
lie. They moved him out, tripled the rent.
Thank you.
Follow
Thank you for
the
speaking.
money.
But they don't want to listen to this guy, man. They want to enlist the parents of dead kids to try and convince the world that even though a Haitian drunk driver killed their kid, it doesn't matter that it was a Haitian that shouldn't be here at all. We should sacrifice everything for the Haitians if it means that we can defeat Donald Trump.
Some, like Bill Moynihan, say the city suffered from the change.
Oh, it's been disastrous.
What's your response to Haitian immigrants who say they're coming here to revitalize Springfield?
That's not what's happening for Springfield. I mean, it might happen for them. It might happen for the landlords that are enriching themselves, the city manager who's trying to pad his budget.
In a city meeting last night, the parents of 11-year-old Aiden Clark spoke. Aiden was killed in a school bus crash last year. After a jury found a Haitian immigrant guilty of vehicular homicide, tensions escalated.
I said to Aiden that I would try to make a difference in his honor. This is it.
Tonight, they're urging politicians and others to stop using their son's death to spread hate.
Do you know that one of the worst feelings in the world is to not be able to protect your child? Even worse, we can't even protect his memory when he's gone. Please stop the hate.
Yemi Shalsendor, NBC News.
It's insane, man. I mean, we now live in a time where talking about things that are true, things that are very, very real issues, just makes you a bigot, man. If you want to protect legal citizens, you're only doing it because you're some rabid white racist cult member. And actually, if you're on CNN, just being white at all just automatically makes you wrong.
Smart thing to do to back away from some of this stuff that sliver of America that they're just regular people seems just outlandish and crazy and unnecessary.
I think, and you heard it in Vance's clip, I do think it's a legitimate conversation to have about the societal, public safety, health impacts anytime cities or communities get drastically changed because of our immigration system, whether that's in Springfield, whether that's on the border with Mexico, whether that's New York City, which has had issues. So I don't think that's an illegitimate conversation to have. Even in your answer, obviously you don't agree with where Trump is on it. You admitted there are health impacts and that there have been public safety impacts. Those are not illegitimate. Those are not illegitimate conversations to have. And I think people in communities all across this country are having them. Now, whether we have them responsibly or flippantly or whether we have them seriously is the real question.
Yesterday, when he said that, he wasn't being sarcastic. He wasn't being hyperbolic. He was amplifying a conspiracy theory that I think you would agree puts a target on the back of Haitian immigrants and that it is based on racism. Would you agree on that?
Anti-Black racism would be more pointed.
Do you think that if there were 20,000 Scandinavians that had been sent to Springfield, people would be saying that they're eating cats and dogs and geese?
I'm not going to answer for
Why
him,
not?
for his memes or anything else. But I am.
But I'm asking you: do you think that conspiracy is based on racism? Because
I'm not going to answer. I don't know. I don't know.
That was a long pause.
Dude, talk about a rock in a hard place, man. I mean, you could see Scott Jennings, the wheels turning inside his head, right? If I answer this question, I'm probably going to lose this job, right? It almost looked like he was going to go for it and just tell these people once and for all how stupid, how vile, and how racist really they are, right? Anna Navarro looking him in the eyes and saying, if these alleged dog eaters were Scandinavians, would you people, she says, you people, would you people even care? These people are insane, man. The answer is no. Anti-Black racism, which apparently has now become its own kind of racism, is not to blame. It is not to blame. This is not about racism at all. A broken border and small towns crumbling to pieces all over the country, that's what's to blame. Progressive policy is to blame. Mass migration of 15,000 people into a town of 60,000 people is to blame. It has nothing to do with racism.
Scott? I mean,
because I don't know the answer, and I'm not going to sit here and answer for somebody. I don't talk to Donald Trump about what the motivations are, and I don't answer to you either.
But Scott, what is the answer for you?
But the bottom line is,
trying to give you a thoughtful answer.
But the bottom line is, immigration is a top 2 issue in this election. It must be discussed, and we're either going to go down a rabbit hole here, which is not the real issue, or we're going to talk about the real issues in which communities, cities, whatever, are dealing with real societal and policy impacts.
The reason we are going down the rabbit hole is because the man you support is making us go down that rabbit hole. The reason we're not talking about the legitimate issues you have brought up is because he is claiming, with no facts, that Haitian migrants are eating pets. And that is a dangerous conspiracy theory to be spreading to America. And you see, he gets away with saying crazy.
Dude, Ana Navarro says that they can't even talk about the real issues of immigration because Donald Trump says dangerous things, even though all Donald Trump said was exactly what local residents are actually saying. But when regular legal citizens say something, they're ignored. And when Trump says the exact same thing, it's dangerous. And when Trump says dangerous things, people's lives are put in danger, even though we already know people are actually shooting at Donald Trump. And we also know that if anyone started shooting at migrants, we would be hearing about it 24/7, nonstop, forever and ever and ever on a loop. So what she's really saying is they don't want to talk about real issues. They just want to talk about Donald Trump. They don't want anyone solving immigration. They want someone to solve Donald Trump. They don't care about you. They don't care about borders. They don't care about dumping 15,000 needy people in a small, already struggling town. They care about Democrat power. They care about narrative, and they care about ruining people's minds, basically. That's it. And that's all I got. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. If you haven't already, be a part of our growth. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.